Welcome to Your Marketing Mentor, where we talk about all things marketing, branding, and growing your business in a way that feels authentic, fun, and totally doable. I'm Sherry Sutton, your marketing mentor, and your go-to when it comes to taking the overwhelm out of marketing. Okay, let's talk about something I know is on many of your minds, social media. Specifically, should you outsource your social media marketing? Have you ever stared at your Instagram feed or maybe at a blank content calendar and thought, why am I doing this? Shouldn't I just hire someone to handle this for me? If so, you are not alone. So many business owners I work with feel like social media is this giant time-sucking monster, and they're not sure if outsourcing will save their sanity or just make things more complicated and wipe out their bank account. So today we're diving into that exact question. I'm going to help you figure out if outsourcing is the right move for your business, and if it's not, what you can do to make social media feel less overwhelming. Let's start with why this question comes up in the first place. Social media can feel so overwhelming. Maybe you've spent hours scrolling through Instagram looking for inspiration only to feel totally defeated because the posts look nothing like yours and you don't seem to be getting any traction. Or maybe you've tried batching content and run after steam after one or two posts and now you're back scrambling at the last minute. I get it. I work with entrepreneurs every single day who feel this exact same struggle. And when they start their businesses, they're like, hey, social media should be easy for me. I'll post a couple times and it'll work. But guess what? It just doesn't work that way. And then you spend a bunch of time stressing over captions, trying to learn every new trend, and wondering if it's even worth it. And if that's you're not alone. If you're wondering if outsourcing might be the answer, let's break it down. Let's start with the pros of outsourcing your social media, because let's be real, there are some major perks. First up, time saving. Imagine what it would feel like to not spend hours every week brainstorming content ideas or designing posts. When you outsource, you free up time to focus on other parts of your business or, maybe take a breather. Second, expertise. Social media pros stay on top of trends, algorithms, and the best practices so you don't have to. And they create polished, professional-looking content that might take you hours to figure out otherwise. And finally, consistency. When you outsource, you can finally stop ghosting your audience because someone else is keeping the content flowing. Consistency is everything for building your business, building trust. So getting a good social media manager is going to help you stay visible. Well, that all sounds amazing, right? But let's talk about the flip side. Outsourcing isn't all rainbows and sunshine, so let's talk about the potential downsides. First, there's the risk of losing your voice. If you're building a personal brand, and let's face it, most of us are, it is so important that your social media feels authentic. If the person you hire doesn't understand your vibe, your content might start to feel generic or disconnected from who you are. Secondly, costs. Look, let's not sugarcoat it. Hiring someone to manage your social media isn't cheap. Depending on who you hire, it could be anywhere from $1,000 a month to $5,000, $10,000 a month. And you need to be realistic about your budget and what kind of return on investment you can actually expect. And third, the myth of set it and forget it. A lot of people think outsourcing means they'll never have to think about social media again, but that's not true. Even if you hire someone, you'll still need to collaborate, review content, stay involved in the big picture strategy, and most importantly, you'll still have to provide photos, video, and all of the other components that your social media manager is going to need in order to make sure that your brand stays personal to who you are. So when does outsourcing actually make sense? Here are a few signs it might be the right move for you. First, you're clear on your brand voice. If you know exactly how you want to show up online, it's easier for someone else to execute your vision. Second, you've outgrown your DIY social media. If you're spending so much time on social media that you're neglecting revenue-generating opportunities, it might be time to delegate. Now, should you be delegating to a social media manager or to someone else in your business? That's something that you're going to have to figure out. And also, can you afford it? Is your business bringing in enough revenue to comfortably invest and help? Outsourcing can be a great way to scale, but you also have to think about, one, not only can you afford it, but is social media the right place to do it? Now, let's talk about when not to outsource. First, let's say you're still figuring out your brand voice. If you don't know who you're talking to or what you want to say, it's better to refine that first. Otherwise, outsourcing is going to feel like a waste of money. Second, your budget's tight. If you're in the early stages of your business and cash flow is an issue, there are plenty of free or low-cost ways to DIY your social media until you're ready to invest. 3, you're expecting a magic fix. Look, social media is not a cure-all, and if you think that social media is going to grow your business by only doing that, you're wrong. Trust me, even with a pro on board, it just has to be part of a larger strategy, and you will still need to be involved. If you've decided that outsourcing might be the right move for you, here's how to do it in the right way. First, start small. You don't have to hand over everything all at once. Maybe start with one platform or one task, like creating some graphics or scheduling posts. 2, hire the right person. Look for someone who understands your brand and your vibe and has expertise working with businesses like yours. And don't be afraid to ask for references or examples of their work. 3, set clear expectations. Create a style guide, define your goals, and check in regularly to make sure that you're on the same page. 4, stay involved. Even if you outsource, your audience still wants to hear from you. So you have to take time engaging in comments, sharing personal updates, making videos, just to make sure that you keep your unique voice present in everything you do. So, should you outsource your social media marketing? Well, the answer depends on where you are in your business and what makes the most sense for you right now. I hope that this overview gave you some things to think about. But if you're still feeling stuck or overwhelmed, let's talk. I work with entrepreneurs every single day, helping them to figure out what is the best omni-channel marketing strategy for them to use that's going to be simple yet massively effective. So feel free to DM me, book a consult on my website. I'd love to help you figure out a plan that works for your unique needs. And until next time, keep showing up, keep sharing your magic, and remember, you don't have to do it all alone. And that's a wrap of today's episode of Your Marketing Mentor. I hope you found some valuable insights and feel inspired to take action in your business. Remember, you have the power to create a purposeful and profitable business. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Your feedback helps me create content that truly serves you. And don't forget to share this podcast with your friends and fellow entrepreneurs. Let's spread the love and help more mission-driven businesses thrive. Stay connected to me on social media and visit my website for more resources, tips, and support. I'm here to walk alongside you every step of the way. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep shining and keep growing.